Hold on, let me start. All right,
Start. All right, guys. So this video that we're gonna make with my friend Morgan Aquino.
Morgan
Aquino.
American record holder in wrestling.
No, really. I want to start saying that this guy, he's one bad mofo. I didn't want to cuss.
Yeah.
He's a bad guy right here.
I'm a good guy.
The reason I like him is because he's just into fitness like me, but he's super strong. He only weighs about he weighs like 10 pounds. I'm just kidding. How much do you weigh, bro? Like 150?
Yeah, no, I compete at 145. Right now, I'm still about 160. Actually, I don't know what I'm at right now. 155 to 160, somewhere in there.
Okay, but you compete like weighing 145 pounds and he squats. What's like your top squat?
My top squat, the most I've ever done is 530 in gym. Competition, only 507. Bench, I joined the 400 club recently. In competition is 375. My dead, I don't know where my deadlift is right now, but the best one I've hit is 600. I'm pretty sure I could get more. In competition, only 590, or did I fail that one? Something like that.
Point is that this guy, for his weight and the amount of weight that he can move, it's just ridiculous. It looks like he has fake weights on there. And then he's like the American record holder for the bench press. He's super strong guy, and he's very, very knowledgeable about fitness and nutrition. So the topic that we're gonna do is about injuries, because especially when we're lifting, especially he does powerlifting, we get injured. You're at the gym trying to build muscle, we get injured. So we wanna see how we approach this, the mindset. So what do you think is a bad mindset to approach an injury at the gym? What do you think is the wrong way to approach it if you get injured? You're all about the gym. You're all about lifting weights. You're like, oh man, I'm getting results. And then something happens. Maybe you do not get injured at the gym. Maybe you get injured outside, like me. Yeah. I cut myself with an apple cutter and now I got stitches. What is the wrong mindset? And then we'll talk about the correct mindset. So what do you think is the wrong mindset to approach an injury?
Why don't you hit it first?
Okay.
Because we were just...
Yeah, that's true. So I think the wrong way to approach an injury, and I think this is typical because I've got injured before in different ways. I got knee surgery before where I had to be in crutches and I couldn't do any legs for a year. I had my meniscus removed. I had some tendonitis that just kind of felt so discomforting that I would not lift. And the wrong way to approach it would be like, damn, I'm hurt. I'm just not gonna go to the gym until it gets better. Like completely avoid the gym. I'm just gonna take a whole month off or 2 weeks off and then go back. I think that's the wrong way to approach it.
Okay, so what was your mentality yesterday? Because this happened yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
When you were pushing that apple, right? It was pushing like that, and you cut your finger.
Yeah.
And you're done. You go to the hospital. Doctor's like, it's gonna be about what, 2 weeks? That's what he told you?
Yeah, like
2 weeks,
1 or 2 weeks to take off the stitches. Yeah.
2 weeks. Try not to do any upper body or anything that's gonna aggravate that. What's your initial reaction?
Okay, so my initial reaction was still pretty depressing. And I think this is important because I feel like I'm so into fitness. Like, bro, I feel like fitness is my life. Like, yeah. I'm gonna make this a career out of this fitness. So if I'm all about fitness and after this injury, I felt so depressed. Imagine somebody that just goes to the gym for fun. And they're just like, they get injured. They're really just gonna be more depressed than me, right? But it was the main thing. I was like, damn, I can't work out anymore. So I got sad. But I mean, I feel like right away I did have a good mindset about it. Okay,
so you got sad, but why did you have a good mindset? Is it because you already started planning ahead? Okay, this is my routine. This is what I usually do. This is my game plan now. Are you still gonna follow a certain routine to stay with that positive mindset, or are you going to change things up?
Okay, so the main thing that I got sad, but then I feel like I already have sort of like a positive mindset because I've been doing this for so long and I already got injured before, and have worked around injuries.
So you think because you've been injured before with that experience, you already know what to do? Like you already know, okay, I can't let this affect me. I can't be depressed. Like I'm just gonna, I don't know what it is you think.
I think that the reason that I got a positive mindset after, of course, at the moment I was sad, but then within the next 12 hours, I kind of felt positive about it because I know that I've got hurt before and I have took off time off without working my upper body for more than 2 weeks, and I never lost my muscle. So just say that I have not worked out my upper body for 2 weeks. I went back to the gym before in the past and I was still lifting the same amount of weight. I felt like I still had the same amount of muscle. So knowing that in the past I have not worked out for more than 2 weeks and I still have the same strength gains, the same muscle gains, kind of gave me some hope that I got injured. It sucks, but it's not that bad. Just take some 2 weeks off, let it heal, and go back to the gym and it should be no problem. That was, I think.
So what advice do you have for people that are getting injured so they don't go into that mindset of being depressed? Like me, for example, when I got injured, I'm injured too, like I told you. When I get injured, I just try to find a way to work around it because I know it's not a big deal. Just try to let it heal. What advice do you give to others? To work through it? Just let it chill, or?
Definitely, I think if you get injured, don't work through it. I'm gonna say take some time, but you have to see. I did a quote on Instagram that I'm gonna say it again.
Where's it?
There was a quote on Instagram that I said. Maybe you look on it, but it said, "There's some things that we can't control in life that are just gonna happen. It's just gonna happen. This injury is one of that situations that you can't control it. There it happened. Yes, it sucks. I just gotta stay strong. But now I just need to focus on what I could do. And now that I focus on the things that I could do, then I'm just gonna go balls deep in that and give it all I can." That literally, today's workout, I could only do legs. Literally, I was doing the hack squat machine without using my arms like this. And in my head, I was just like, okay, I focus on what I could do. I can't do upper body, then I'm gonna do legs. When I went in there, I went so hard on my legs and I visited a pain that I hadn't visited in a while, because in my head, I was just like, okay, I understand you can't do anything with your upper body, so just, that's cool. But you could train your legs. So you better fight through that pain. It's just pain that it's not gonna hurt you. So you better give it 100% there and stop being a little bitch about it and then just train hard. So, so I just focused on the things that I could do. So I think a good thing to do is plan your routine after an injury. Okay, I can't do this, but what can I do? Plan it and move forward with that. So I planned what I could do. There, I can do upper body. I planned what I could do is lower body. So now I already figured out what I'm gonna go about the next 2 weeks, how I'm gonna train my lower body. And that made me feel happy. Feel knowing that I'm in control. I think that that's what it is. Knowing that I'm in control of my life made me happy. Because it sucks.
Yeah, it sucks.
But knowing that I'm in control, it's something about being in control, bro, that makes you feel happy and makes you look forward to something. You know, my control is I'm gonna go do legs every day. In the next 2 weeks, I'm gonna go back and do upper body. I'm in control because that's my schedule that I set, and that makes me happy and makes me look forward to the next days. What do you think? What's another mindset? If you get injured, what are some thoughts that you get when you get injured? Some thoughts. I got injured. What thoughts come through your head?
Okay. For me, it's a little different because I compete.
Right. So you are forced to do certain exercises.
I do powerlifting, so I do squat, bench, deads. Those are the staples of my competition. I gotta do those to perform and get better, and be competitive. So if it's, say if I didn't compete and I got my hand messed up, which I've gotten hurt before, and to me it's no big deal. It's like, okay, I can't train, I can't do curls. Well, honestly, I would probably still put like that D cable and still curl or something. Or put like the machines, or just put the bar here. I'll do something. I'll try to work around it. So he said, you said not to work through it?
Not to work through, do something, because you're right. Like maybe the fly, I know there's machines where you could do the pec fly, that you go like this, that you don't use your arm. I could possibly do that. But me, I mean, don't work through it literally. Like if I cannot grasp, I'm not gonna force myself to grasp.
So basically you were just meant like work around it. I feel that's my mentality too. You can't just sit back at home and chill and feel sorry for yourself and not do anything. I feel like you have to work around it. Figure out what to do so your muscles don't get hurt. I mean, so you don't hurt your hand and you lose your gains. Now say, for example, me, I'm getting ready for a competition and like I hurt my back, which it's a little tweaked right now. My mentality, to be honest, in the past, it has been, I've been hurt, and my mentality goes into like some dark places. I'm like, damn, I'm not gonna be able to train as hard as I want to. I'm not gonna be able to compete to my best ability. I'm not gonna be able to be competitive. You know, all these things went in my head because yes, like this sport or anything that you do, it's you versus you, how they say, right? But let's be real. Like, I want to go to a competition and I want to win.
Yeah.
I don't want to just be, oh yeah, I PR'd or I'm happy that I want to win. Yeah. So my mentality has gone into dark places. I go into like, damn, like I don't even want to compete because I'm not gonna do good. Am I gonna be able to compete at all? So I get really sad. I've gotten depressed because you put so much energy and time into this competition or sport that you do, and then you can't do it. So you get sad, you get depressed, and it's like, fuck. You know?
But in that situation, do you just kind of say, fuck it, and just keep lifting the heavy weight leading to the competition? And you said, hey, I'm already hurt, but the competition is here. I'm just going to keep lifting. Is that something that you kind of do?
So
in your situation?
That's another thing. So you have to be, for me, my opinion, if you're going to be competitive or if you just want to do well in the sport, any sport you do, there's going to be times where you get little injuries here and there, and you just got to learn how to work through them, because that's what you want to do. You want to compete. So me, for example, when I got injured, I still found so my mind went to those dark places, but just for like a short time. And then I just kind of like thought about it and was like, okay, find a way to get through it. This is different. My injury wasn't so bad. There's some people that just get injured and you just can't compete.
Right. You are still able to go through.
You can. Sometimes you have really bad injuries where there's just nothing you can do about it. It's sad, and then you have to kind of work around it and set another goal for yourself. Not competing, but set another goal for yourself outside of competitions. So you could get, feel good about yourself, because if that's the only goal you have, you're going to be feeling sad. So it's important to make other goals when you get injured and you can't do that. What am I looking for?
I don't know, your mindset?
No, my example, I was still able to do the movements. So I worked through it. I pushed through the pain. There was a little bit of pain. I just worked through it. So this past competition I did in October, I had like my hip messed up, my quad was messed up. What else? My glute, everything on this side was just jacked up. And my mindset, honestly, I was like, damn, like reality hits, like I'm probably not going to be able to perform at the best of my ability because these injuries are holding me back. But, you still got to push through it and hope for the best at competition, because you never know. You never know what could happen. You never know, like you might have a pretty good meet. The person you're competing against might not have a great meet, and you might end up winning, or you might end up placing good. So you still got to push yourself through it.
Okay.
You can't be negative You just got to like get over it.
Okay. See, that kind of brings me to those thoughts of, there's some guy named David Goggins. Do you know who that is?
Yeah.
But it's some guy that he always talks about. He used to, I don't know, run ultra marathons, and he went through boot camp and in the military, and he had to run with broken legs. And I think it depends on you. Like, if he's gonna go and do a competition, an ultra marathon, and leading up to the competition, somebody gets hurt. I mean, I guess it's up to you. Do you want to keep going, or do you just want to stop and just let it rest?
Yeah, because it depends on the person.
It's because it's like your example is, you're leading into the competition, but then you kind of get like a little hurt on your hip. I mean, I guess some people will just go through it like you did. I feel like I would be the guy that would be like, I'm just gonna drop the competition and then just let it heal. But I guess in your mindset, I mean, it's what you want. I mean, what do you want? If you really want to go and win that competition because it's super, super important for you, and I guess you're just gonna.
Yeah, it's the mindset you have going into the competition. So my mindset was, okay. So I got all these things went through my head in the beginning, right? It's kind of sad, but then I started setting other goals. So I couldn't squat as well as I wanted to. So I started, okay, let me get the bench better. Yeah, I could still bench. Let me try to deadlift better, because it wouldn't hurt when I would deadlift, just when I would squat. So I got through that. I set goals for myself to kind of get out of that dark place.
Yeah.
And then the mindset you said, like, yeah, I didn't have to compete. I could have just said, oh, I'm just going to drop it, but I don't want to. And then I'm pretty sure I wasn't the only competitor that was going through aches and pains. Like, pretty sure there's other people that are going through it, right? And I'm pretty sure those people that dropped out are just like, it's not worth it for me. My longevity is better. I want to make sure I don't make it worse.
Yeah.
My thing too is like, yeah, I care about longevity as well, but I had that goal that I wanted to compete at this competition because that was a big goal of mine, and I just didn't want to do it. So my mindset was like, okay, let me be careful, but still push it. And then hopefully I make it to the competition without getting hurt. And then after the competition, I could recover. And that's exactly what I did.
No, so I agree there that, I mean, if you want to be the best in the world in something, I mean, you're going to have to face those risks of getting injured and going through it, even if you're injured, to be in the number one spot. But so the takeaway for the mindset, what do you think? I think it's, if you're in a strict competition, then you work around it. Like he said, is that if you have an injury, it hurt when you were squatting. That's when it was hurting when we were squatting. Then work around it. Maybe you cannot get stronger in your squat because of the injury, but find something else that you could do, which is maybe if bench pressing, since you have to bench press in the competition, then work on your bench press. Get stronger in your bench press. Get stronger in your deadlift. But if your squat is the one that's kind of hurting, then maybe just maintain that. And then just for the general guy like me that just likes to work out, if you have an injury, like my hand, then focus on what you can do, whether it's work out your legs. If you want to work out your chest. You gave me actually a good thing to think about. I was really not going to do upper body, but now I'm really thinking about finding a location where they have the pec fly, where I don't even have to use my arms.
There's a way, bro.
For real.
You gotta work around it. Find things to work around your injury.
No, that is true. So work around it, and then if there's anything that aggravates it, if you're like me, that you're not competing, then just find something else. I'm not gonna do an exercise that really aggravates it. I'm just gonna stop it. But yes, work around it. So that is a good thing. The chest fly that you do like this without grabbing it, you just do it with your elbows in. I think that's a good thing to do. And then just overall train legs and core, and then just give it some time to rest. But at least if your upper body cannot grow, then maybe you could grow something else. Like Morgan said, it's a blessing in disguise. Maybe it's time for me to get bigger legs. Now I'm gonna have more time to train legs because I can't do upper body. So once I could work out upper body again, I already built some extra muscle in my legs that possibly would not be there if I didn't have this injury because I had now extra time to work on my legs.
Or it could be detrimental. You might be doing legs every day and then you don't let it recover and then they actually don't make any gains. So
No.
You just gotta be careful with what you're doing.
No, you're right. That's why you really have to split. I mean, yeah, because you can't go, I'm not planning on going to do leg day hardcore every day. I'm really thinking about just like doing leg curls for one day, rest, another day just go in there and do kind of some calves, another day just literally just try to do
You do calves every day, bro. I mean,
I gotta do calves every day.
I do calves every other day. It's not working much, but
hey, I do calves one time a week and
we try, man. We try.
Hey, we're good.
We're trying, bro.
What else do you think? Is there anything that we should mention on the mindset? I think that was good.
Yeah, I think that's good. So I think takeaway is if you just love going to the gym but you have nothing, like no competition or anything, you just nothing of competition, be smart and work around the injury. Don't let it heal. Don't push through it as much. If you're competing, obviously it's a different mindset. You're trying to win, you're trying to be the best. You're gonna have to sometimes push through it. There's no other way around it. But I think, yeah, that's it.
My takeaway is that work around it, but do not get discouraged that you cannot train certain exercises and don't feel that you will lose your gains within a month. Mm-hmm. So a general rule of thumb, if you do not train that body part for a month, but you're eating pretty much healthy and getting plenty of protein and calories,
you're gonna get fat.
You're gonna be fine. You're not gonna lose any muscle gains, I think. I really think so. Yeah, because it has happened with me before.
Well, I've been out of the gym for a month and I lost muscle, but I don't know if we mentioned it, muscle memory.
Muscle memory.
Did we mention it? Muscle memory is a real thing. You'll be fine. You'll be back in no time. So don't be depressed or don't get discouraged because you'll be back in no time. Find something else to do if you can't train. Like me, I couldn't. The reason I lost gains real quick is because I couldn't do upper body or lower body. I had a strained pec and then I had a strained leg. So literally I was both of my right side. No, one my right side and then my left side. So I literally couldn't do anything because they were pretty bad strains. And that was because I had that mentality, just no pain, no gain. Like I had already felt it and I still kept going, and that's how it aggravated even worse. So I was done and I lost gains because I couldn't do anything. But within a month after I came back, I was back to normal. So don't get discouraged. Find something else to keep you occupied, keep your mind busy. It's a real thing for us passionate people. Not being at the gym is hard.
Yeah, it really is. It's addicting.
Yeah, so.
All right. Well, that's it for the video. I hope you like it. I hope you find these tips useful. And if you like the video, please press that like button at the bottom. And please subscribe. Please subscribe. I really try to make useful content that you guys can learn from and benefit from. And then I am gonna tag your YouTube on here. All right? All right, guys, till the next video.
Bye.
Ooh, a deal. That was good, bro. You're already waiting for it.